This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, has held talks with the US President Barack Obama over strategic relations and regional developments. The US President and Vice President Joe Biden received His Highness Sheikh Mohammed and his delegation as part of a 2-day visit to Washington at the White House. The meeting precedes the gathering in May at the White House and Camp David with Gulf leaders. During the meeting at the Oval Office, the two parties focused on issues in the Gulf region, particularly the Saudi-led air campaign in Yemen, Daesh, and negotiations over Iran's nuclear program. Additionally, the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and US President also welcomed growing trade between the UAE and US, noting that the UAE remains the US's largest trading partner in the Middle East. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Deputy Ruler of Dubai and UAE Minister of Finance, officially opened the 17th edition of Water, Energy, Technology and Environment exhibition. His Highness Sheikh Hamdan toured the WETEX exhibition along with His Excellency Saeed Mohammed Al-Tayar, the Managing Director and CEO of Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, together with other senior dignitaries. More than 1,600 exhibitors from over 42 countries have showcased their latest technologies and equipments, offering renewed focus towards environmental sustainability. According to the organizers, over 22,000 trade visitors are expected throughout the 3-day event, which is being held under the theme At the Forefront of Sustainability. WETEX 2015 is also part of the 2nd edition of Dubai Green Week, which is a community initiative organized by DEWA and will incorporate the World Green Economy Summit and Arab Oil and Gas Show, which will focus on sustainability of energy and water resources. Among other exhibits related to energy efficiency included the solar-powered boat Al Nawras, showcased by the Dubai Police, as well as the electric-powered vehicles by Renault that have entered the UAE market. WETEX 2015 is also focusing on upcoming projects such as DEWA's Hassian Clean Coal Power Station, for which they will be attracting international tenders later this month. According to His Excellency Al-Tayar, the project is part of their increased renewable energy targets in Dubai's energy mix to 7% by 2020 and 15% by 2030.
Originally, actually, solar park His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid going to be complete by 2030 with 5%. But we revise our strategy. Therefore, it will be 3,000 megawatt, and the 5% will be increased to 15%. And by 2020, from 1%, it will be increased to 7%. And we will have more than 1,000 megawatt by 2020. There is a supercritical coal plant, size of it about 1,200 megawatt. And this is clean coal. Combined cycle, it's about 50%. It will finish by 2000, I believe, 18 in phases and then 21. And total, as I mentioned, capacity, installed capacity about 1,200 megawatt. Now, I think by the end of this month, we're going to open international tender and we'll see the result.
Regarded as a leading regional platform for energy, water and the environment, WETEX 2015 has once again attracted major international corporations such as Siemens to highlight the smart grid systems and innovative solutions for energy efficiency. According to the CEO of Siemens Middle East, there is an increased demand for clean power generation as the company has started the 1.47 billion dirham expansion project of Jebel Ali M station to add 700 megawatts, which will boost the overall capacity to 2,700 megawatts by the year 2018.
Dubai has always great ideas and is moving these ideas into reality, and all the big events are coming, as you rightfully said. And Siemens is supplying today already close to 50% of the power demand in the city by Siemens gas turbines. Today in Jebel Ali you have about 4.7 gigawatt of power. This will add 700 megawatt more, so we are at 5.5 gigawatt in Jebel Ali, which is then supplied by DEWA to the grid, and most of that is coming from Siemens. We have about 25 turbines, if this power plant is online, which are supporting DEWA with energy. So DEWA is one of our biggest customers customers in the whole world of Siemens, and of course definitely in the Middle East.
For the fourth consecutive year, the United Arab Emirates has been named as the country in which most Arab youth would like to live, as well as the country they would most like their own nation to emulate. The findings are part of the 7th annual Asda Burson Mastella Arab Youth Survey released today. The survey, conducted from January 20th to February 12th this year by international polling firm PSB, samples 3,500 Arab nationals aged between 18 and 24 in 16 countries, in the 6 GCC countries, as well as Iraq, Egypt, Jordan, Lebanon, Libya, Palestine, Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria and Yemen. Selecting from a list of 20 countries, 1 in 5 say they would like to live in the UAE. For the second year running, the United States is the second most popular, with 13%, followed by Canada and Germany, both at 10%. Qatar, Saudi Arabia and France are ranked joint 5th at 8% each. Likewise, when asked to think about which country they would most like their home country to emulate, almost a quarter at 22% consider the UAE as a model nation, followed by the United States, Germany, Canada and France, making the UAE the only Arab country in the top 5 choices identified by Arab youth. Another important issue raised by the survey results was that while youth view the Arabic language as central to their national identity, many believe it is losing its value and converse more in English. The results showed that 3 in 4, or 73%, agreed that the Arabic language is central to their identity, but almost half, at 47%, believe it is losing its value. Significantly, 36% of young Arabs use English more than Arabic on a daily basis. The phenomenon is particularly prevalent in the GCC, where 56% say they use English more than Arabic, versus 24% in non-GCC countries. Plans for fast-track misdemeanors court to handle minor offences committed by tourists have been welcomed by visitors and lawyers. Dubai Court's Director Mohammed Abdurrahman was quoted in a local report as saying that the new court was due to open at the end of the year, with the aim to speed up trials for offences that carry a fine rather than a prison term. These offences that are often committed by visitors include such things as drinking alcohol without a licence and driving under the influence of alcohol. Officials from the court stated that the aim of the court is to allow tourists to settle petty crimes in a small period of time, with the aim to have minor offences settled in a period between 10 to 30 days. Additionally, officials stated that having a specific court for visitors will allow more serious cases to move faster at Dubai courts and increase tourist respect for the country, while allaying fears of being detained for long periods for minor offences such as being drunk in public. The tourist court is due to begin handling cases later this year. An additional court is also due to be set up for minor offences committed by residents. Dubai municipality is stepping up inspections of its licensed beauty salons, many of which, according to reports, are likely to face fines. Officials were quoted as saying that after getting a license, many salons allegedly changed the segmenting of their outlets, adding extra rooms through partitions to offer different services such as waxing, henna or massages, which are not included in the original layout of these salons at the time of licensing. Municipality officials added that these violating salons have been taking advantage of the fact that the municipality previously only had male inspectors who are not allowed to enter beauty salons for women. To counter this, the municipality has hired 4 new female inspectors to start inspection visits to all of the 1,681 beauty salons in Dubai. And Dubai municipality authorities recorded 72 violations during inspections to more than 2,800 veterinary clinics in the emirate last year. The violations amounted to fines worth 140,000 dirhams, with the inspections covering the building and locations of vets, safety requirements for keeping animals, medicines and veterinary goods. And finally, in the bulletin, leading French brand of luxury menswear Zilli has held a preview of their fall-winter 2015-16 fashion line in the Dubai Mall store this afternoon, showcasing a few items from the upcoming new high-end collection. Combining classic cuts and luxury materials with fabrics and colours carefully selected to portray softness and wearability, the collection is very cosmopolitan, with a twist of sophisticated elegance that is inherent to Zilli, according to the house. The upcoming season also sees a return of Zilli's best-selling knitwear collection in an exclusive palette of spray colour gradients to complement the existing chromatics. The family-run fashion house is chaired by its founder, Alain Schimmel, who is assisted by his wife, the creative director, and his 2 children. Alexandra Schimmel-Fieler, the image and communication director of Zilli, who is also the founder's daughter, flew all the way from France to Dubai especially for the new collection's preview. Founded in 1965, Zilli is now present in around 17 countries with 59 boutiques in cities such as London, Milan, Moscow, Paris and Dubai. The labels sport luxe objective centres and fine fabrics and tailoring. According to the house, a single belt takes up to 6 hours to make and a jacket up to 3 days. Materials used include stingray skin, crocodile, black velvet chinchilla, silk, wool and cashmere.
Zilli is a family business. It's a French company founded by my father 50 years ago. We launched the first leather jacket for men. We've been present in Middle East for the past 30 years. We've been developing this market and the region. The region actually is very strong for us. We have a strong partnership with Binendi. We are very happy of that. We actually have 3 shops already in Dubai. The region is very important for us and we're looking for new development in the region. The new collection, which is the fall-winter, is much more focused obviously on fur and details in fur and adding, you know, let's say a look much more to go skiing in the mountains.